us, and today he's going to be on the other side of the camera, and he's going to tell you his story, and he's going to share with you what he has. So we're going to welcome Corvette Jim. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. My name's Jim McEwen. I've been in sales for 10 years, and I'm at Northgate. Love the Corvettes and the performance stuff. Mike asked me to read you this, and this is a story called Westley the Big Truck. I used to work at Western Star Trucks a long time ago, 10 years on the assembly line. Love vehicles, probably like you do. And when I was a kid, I used to like to doodle and draw vehicles. It's just in my blood, vehicles. So basically, what had happened, I got an idea while working on the assembly line for this book, and I drew all the pictures, and it was picked up by a publishing company back in 2006, Master Books or New Leaf Publishing Group in Arkansas, and yeah, they liked the story, so I'm going to read it to you. I wanted to also, while reading this, we want to also thank our truck drivers. Do you know what they bring to us to keep us safe during these times? Do you know anything? They bring us food, toilet paper, what else? Fuel, and also they also bring the vehicles here at Northgate. Everything comes in by truck. We rely on them so much. So let me read this to you, and hopefully you can see the pictures. I'll do it on this side so you can see that. So Westley the Big Truck. All right. The storm clouds were black and rolling in fast as Westley the Big Truck was coming into Big City. As usual, he was happy. He was right on time with his weekly load. As he headed towards his destination, he passed the many businesses on Main Street: the Check With Us First National Bank, the Curl Up and Die Beauty Salon, the Refreshing Paws Pet Shop, and Eat 'em and Weep Cafe, and his favorite place, the Tanks a Lot gas station. Westley had been there so many times that he knew this part of the city very well. As Westley approached the traffic light, it turned from green to yellow, and Wesley's air brakes hissed as he slowed and came to a stop. As Westley waited, he could see the storm clouds were very close, almost right overhead, and he could hear the rumble of the thunder. The cross traffic cleared the intersection, and the light turned green. Traffic began moving on the other side of the intersection and in the lane next to Westley. But Westley didn't move. He couldn't. Something was wrong. He's leaking oil there. Uh-oh. Since Westley was not able to move, the vehicles began to come around him very slowly in the next lane, one by one, even through the heavy rain. Westley could see that they were not happy. Some of the snooty foreign cars sneered at him as they passed, and the other big trucks looked away sadly as they came by him. A gang of loud motorcycles went around him shouting insults as they passed, like, "You big lump of junk, get it off the road. You ain't nothing but a heap of scrap." Oh boy. A tow truck came and took Westley to the garage. Westley was silent as he was put in a bay, and men began to work on him. An older and wiser truck named Diesel was in the next bay with him. And when he saw how sad Westley was, he said, "Hey, what's the matter, kid?" "I guess I'm just a pile of junk," Westley replied. "I'm no good. I came from a scrap heap and I'm going to the junkyard." "Whatever gave you that idea?" asked Diesel. "Well, it's true, isn't it?" whined Westley. "Well, let me tell you a story," replied Diesel, "and we'll see what you think after that." Westley just looked at the floor. Diesel continued. "Once there was a man who had a plan. He wanted to build the best trucks he could, dependable trucks of quality. He was determined to make trucks that would work hard and last a long time. He didn't start out by going to a junkyard to get some old cheap scrap metal for his trucks. No, he found the best materials and built a wonderful factory and hired people to build the trucks. He discovered that most practical way to put trucks together was by using an assembly line. The first step is for smart engineers to invent a code system, which are special instructions just for you, which other people can use to help them understand the plans of the engineers. Then, using that code system, the engineers draw a blueprint, which are special drawings that tell how to build you. Once the design is perfected and sent to the factory, all the parts are brought together. And because the factory workers know the engineer's code, they can read the blueprints and know how to put together a truck step by step. First, a sturdy frame is made that will be the base for every other part of the truck. So you can see the frame, and they put the tanks and air breathers and stuff in there. Next, the axles that will hold the wheels are attached to the frame. So they're putting the wheels on our axles. Then the frame and axles move into a spray booth where they will be painted, which we saw. We have a spray booth here at Northgate, which we've been watching. One of the most important parts is added next, the engine, which provides the power. Without it, the truck could go nowhere. The cab where people sit and drive the truck is assembled. So you'll see they're putting the seats and stuff in there. Then the cab is dropped into place. Now it's starting to look like a truck, isn't it?
Robert Buckle, Tower.
10 tires are mounted onto the truck. The trailers pulled by these trucks have 8 wheels, which makes 18 altogether, which is why they're sometimes called 18-wheelers. The headlights and grille are installed and the big hood is lowered in so it acts as a cover to protect the engine. A bright, shiny, smiling bumper is put on the front and it's finished. Final tests are conducted to be sure everything works properly. The new truck leaves the factory, the Westley truck factory, as a perfect shining work of art, beautifully designed and assembled with great care, Diesel said. Diesel looked at Westley, and that's where you come from, my boy. You were carefully designed and then put together using the information from the engineer's blueprints. Complex machines like you and me can't form on our own, and living things are even more complicated than us. They also had to have been carefully designed and created. Just then, the mechanics closed Wesley's hood. We're finished. This Westley is as good as new. As Wesley left the garage, he said, "Thanks, Diesel," and his bright chrome seemed to shine better than ever in the sunlight that had come after the rain. There were no clouds in the sky as Wesley went on his way. The end. And you'll see also too, like even our GM vehicles that we have here, which come in by truck, those are designed and very, very complex. So everything that we use, like laptops, cell phones, pens, anything that you see has been designed as for a purpose.
Wow. Thank you, Jim.
You're very welcome, Mike.
Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed this book as much as we did. That was our first time hearing it as well. So